All right. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome to SNSN. It is a beautiful Monday morning, and it's the day before Election Day. And so we have a full house. With that being said, we have Mr. Wayne Malin back in once again. How are you, Wayne?
I'm great.
And Paul's here, as well as Mr. Scott Fryer. What's going on? So, Wayne, one last hurrah.
That's correct.
That's today.
Today.
So now you had a busy weekend.
Oh, yes.
You were
banging on a lot of houses, doors, and seeing people. And
you're banging on houses,
banging on doors,
on the side of the house,
knocking on doors,
on the
ringing
vinyl
doorbells.
sliding. Hey, it's Wayne.
That's only creepy at 3 a.m.
Yep. And waving signs at the transfer station, where you were waving signs at the V out here, downtown Jewett City yesterday.
Yeah.
Ran into you, of course.
Yeah, I'm like a bad cold, man. I just don't go away.
So it's been a busy weekend, getting around, one last push. And I urge everybody to get out there and vote. It's supposed to be a decent day. The weather's supposed to be a little iffy in the morning, but after that, it's supposed to clear up, be about 60 degrees.
Yeah.
So get on out there.
It's been real mild the last couple of days.
Yeah,
so
make sure you vote for me. So there you go.
That's right. Wayne Malin.
Hopefully it won't be as hot and
Oh, God.
bee infested like the last
primary day. I got burned bad. Primary
Jamie
day.
got stung by like 30 bees.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She got attacked by the swarm.
Yes.
All right.
I tell you, the woolly bear is mostly brown.
Yeah.
There's a little tip on the front that's black, but normally it's 100%, 90% brown.
So what's that tell us? Mild? Mild.
Starts off tough and then
Yeah, starting off tough.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll just talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, okay. So anybody got any questions for me?
Yes, I have one for you.
Okay.
So if I didn't know anything about anyone, if I didn't know anything about you, I didn't know anything about any of the candidates running for.
Where the heck have you been?
Listen, you've seen the town social media.
Yep.
Okay, so that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
People live under rocks, apparently. They don't know anything about anything. But you want to go out and do your civic duty to vote. But I don't know anything about you. Why should I vote for you tomorrow?
Why should vote for me? You should vote for me because I've been busting my hump the last 3 months. No, but anyway, based on my managerial experience at Millstone, working with a bunch of people, and I communicate pretty well with everybody. I'm honest with everybody. If I make a mistake, I'll own up to it and figure out a recovery plan. But communication. I mean, we have not heard much about. We were just talking about bids going on for the water sewer, so that's been going on, but nobody's heard anything about it. Except Rumorville. But yeah.
Well, what kind of rumors?
What'd you say, Paul?
Rumor.
Oh. I'm trying to think.
Rumor.
There's a rumor mill?
Yeah, that we got one bid for the sewer, right?
Yeah.
That's what you heard.
Yeah, one bid for the sewer and one no bids for the water.
And so this has been going on for months, and
We don't know how true that is.
but apparently there's only one person in the world who can get this project through, and God bless her. I think we can. So between myself and Tina, that's what it's coming down to for first selectman, right? Myself and Tina. The differences are, I'm brand new to the system, brand new to the political arena, to the town, fresh eyes, have no agendas for anybody. I'm going to walk in and start department meetings and get to know everybody and see where we need to tweak things, and talk to my neighbors. I've already talked to the Plainfield's first selectman after the elections. I'll probably end up talking to Mr. Sparkman down in Lisbon, see what he's been doing, be so successful, and bring that to the town, bring it to our town. I know there's some challenges as far as properties. We talked about that before. Getting educated on all those challenges. but you just can't sit in the office. You got to get out there and make yourself seen. Nobody really, you walking around, nobody really knew who the first selectman was until the last couple months.
Yeah,
So-
and that was definitely an issue. I get a lot of people telling me all the time, "Who is she?" I don't know. It's almost like she kind of seemingly vanished. I mean, we see her, talk to her, about her every day because of what we do.
Yep.
But there are so many people out there that have no idea, and all of a sudden, poof, she's there. So I want to bring a couple of things up to your attention, which I'm sure you have already seen. But there are a lot of things that the current first select person is claiming that her administration has accomplished, and I just want you to go ahead and and maybe address a couple of them. So, and I'll bring a couple of them up, and and then comment whatever. I mean,
Yep.
First one that strikes me is she claims that no, I'm not saying she didn't, but and nobody is, but she established a coalition with surrounding towns for selectmen.
When I talked to Mr. Cunningham up north in Plainfield, he knew nothing about that. And on one of your shows, you had Mr. Sparkman here, and I think Rich brought that up also, and he didn't know anything about that. So, as far as they knew, there was nothing. There's no coalition.
Okay. I'm not familiar with it either. I mean, is that
Right.
something I guess that you would be, you would want to do? I mean, of course, there's the there's NECOG, the Council of Governments, and stuff like that. But
Yes.
I mean, as first selectman, would you be open to just having like a round table between, say, yourself, Tom Sparkman, Kevin Cunningham, and whoever's in Voluntown at the time?
Can I interject for 1 second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we include the borough in that too?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I think that it's important for the
Yeah.
town that we keep the borough involved and not treat them like mushrooms.
I don't know. They've been doing a pretty good job all by themselves the last 10
Yeah,
months.
they absolutely have. But unfortunately,
No,
that's
but
it's
they
been a
have stepped
necessity.
out on their own.
Absolutely. They
Because
need to
they've
be.
had to.
Yes. And I've already established relationships with Tim and Lori and Leona. So, and they will not be left behind. They need to be included. I think my biggest challenge is trying to get through the property issues. We're going to move forward with the infrastructure no matter what. And for one person to say she's the only one who can do it, you've got people who have been in the town hall involved in the infrastructure project all the time. All you need to do is go and see where we're at and then move forward. It's not going to be that difficult. I've already got support from our state rep, state rep and state senator. They'll help us through it. The biggest thing is making some phone calls and going up to the town halls, to the different selectmen, and introducing myself and sit down with them, find time to sit with them, get out and about, walk up and down the street in the town, get the feeling of the people, actually go out in the neighborhoods, drive around.
You have been doing that.
And I've been doing that, and
doing that.
I expect to be continuing to do that. I expect to jump in the truck and drive around, and somebody's out in the front yard, stop and say hello, and where do you think we're at? Where do we think we need to go? And a lot of people don't know who I am. They've 3 months ago, nobody knew who I was.
Paul said it before you got here this
Yeah.
morning. He goes, he's been out there.
Yeah.
He's been out there. He's been hustling.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. If you want to get the vote, you got to work for it.
Kissing hands and shaking babies.
Well,
Not necessarily in that order, but
it's all good
So
to do.
yes, for me to vote for me, what's the difference between myself and Tina? Are you okay, Mike?
yeah.
I don't want to have to be
No,
stopping.
Scott made me
performing
laugh, and
CPR
then
here.
and then you said, what's the difference between me and Tina? Well, you're a boy, she's a girl.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, you don't know. In
That's
2023,
glaring.
You don't know. You can't assume anything.
Yeah, what's
That's
your pronoun?
I'm going to be careful with that one. I'm running for office, but anyway,
I mean, I think
yeah.
it's good to get out there before the
That's
election.
that.
All
Paul,
right.
of all people, what's your pronouns?
I think what's important, which I have not seen happen, is the administration at the town getting involved when there's something going on other than political, like the 9/11,
Yeah.
like something happening at the school, or graduations, anything that they should be attending, and you don't see them.
That's been
That's
mentioned.
a problem.
Yeah, you're right, Paul. That's been mentioned. She was at the 9/11
She
ceremony.
was at
I
the
there.
9/11. That
Tina
is
and I were
correct.
sitting right next to each other, as a matter of fact, watching it.
Yep.
I know she's missed some parades. She's missed some flag raising ceremonies. She's
Yep.
missed some of that stuff. And that, when you do that, people see that, and it
Yeah.
gets talked about. And you're the leader of the town. You need to be out and about.
Absolutely.
And I know when I get elected, I'm going to be setting aside some of my personal time. The town's first now.
Sure.
My wife understands that. She's supporting me in this.
Yep.
My family understands that. They're supporting me in this. And they know I'm going to be busy doing what I'm doing.
We have a comment from Stan. Says, seems like the cohesion between the town and the borough has been lost with this current administration. They always worked together in the past, which they had. Would you just want to let anybody know that's watching right now that this is probably your last chance to directly ask a question or make a comment towards the Republican endorsed candidate, Wayne Malin. Election day is tomorrow. I mean, you're probably going to be out and about somewhere.
I'm going to be parked right next to the school, at least 75 feet away.
That's
for
the election.
Yeah, so
that's
this is not the
election
last-
purposes.
Correct.
You're
But
not going to be in a
anyway.
white van.
Yeah, just let people know that the vote is at the high school.
Yeah.
So from
So if
6
anybody
a.m.
has
to
any-
8 p.m.
So if anybody has any questions or any kind of comment or anything they want to make directly to the candidate, now is your shot. If not, forever hold your peace.
All right. This is the way I looked at this, last interview, if you call it that, is question and answers. What do you want to know about? Scott asked me, why should he vote for me? What am I going to do? And I'm going to utilize my managerial skills and build teamwork. I've gotten a lot of feedback that some people aren't comfortable going into the town hall now. The way things are,
Really?
some of the environment. Yes. Maybe you don't because you know everybody.
Kathy says she didn't attend the celebration of life for a Jewett City firefighter that had given so much to this town and borough. That was definitely noticed. We're talking about Scott Walker, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Victoria, cheering you on, Wayne.
Thank you, Victoria.
She's sitting there with pom-poms. She sent pictures. Pom-pom.
We have a question for her. How's the pigs? How's the pigs up in Sterling?
Feral pigs.
They're feral pigs.
Yeah, they're running around destroying people's property.
I heard that. Oh, it's a problem around the state.
This is a thing.
Yeah, it's a
Sounds
real
like we need
thing.
State organized hunt. Fly around a helicopter.
Yeah, there's.
Shoot
I
pigs.
guess there's some farmers let this pig.
You know anybody that's willing to hunt?
Let's go ham.
First order of business as first selectman, Wayne Malin
Organize a hunt for pigs.
That's it.
Let's have my vote.
Yeah. Started at
That's all
the
it takes.
start that at the massage
Infrastructure
parlor.
set aside. We're going to go after pigs first. There you go.
That's right.
So yes,
How do you feel about massage parlors?
there's places for legal, nice massage parlors. I've
Yes,
gotten
there are.
several massages in my lifetime, and they're
Yep.
great.
Yep.
I feel great.
How do you feel about a dispensary?
A dispensary for medical purposes.
No, dispensaries
A
now
dispensary
are
or
just
for-
open.
Yeah, because
Open.
it's legal, man.
So I've never inhaled,
That's not the.
My God, it's Dan
So-
Quayle.
but
Okay,
Yeah.
Mr. Clinton. I mean,
But, no, that was something else. That was something else. But no, I mean, I know it's a big revenue generator.
Yeah.
it's like 3% of the taxes.
Yeah, so it's like I'd like to see us be able to go after other revenue. I think I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of people just being. I mean, we got problems with the vaping and stuff like that going on in school. Now we're gonna have a dispensary in town.
Well, not
I
necessarily.
mean,
in town, but
how do I
could be
feel about it? I'm not 100% for it.
Yeah.
But if we come up with a referendum and the people think it's good and they want it, then so be
It's
it.
going to come up in a referendum.
Oh, yeah.
Then we're going to make the question, because I was watching the news this morning. They had the same problem. I forget what town it was. They were going to have that question asked. And when they read the question, that question made sense.
Yeah.
The last question that we had
It didn't
was
make sense.
confusing.
Very much so. Yeah.
So we'll, if it comes up again, and I may not be all for it, but if the people voted in, that's what they want.
Well, I think looking at it from an economic development
Right.
situation, because it's 3% of the tax. So you collect
Yeah.
taxes on it, the town gets 3% of the tax revenue back to the town with really nothing. Think about it.
Yeah, I think this is one of those things that it's going to be inevitable.
Mhm.
And it's like, how long do we fight it?
Yeah.
Just because of and the reason why I say that is because, I mean, look at liquor stores, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's the argument, there's
There's
you have
liquor stores
dispensaries
here.
and there's
Yep.
liquor stores. I think eventually they're going to be dispensaries in every town.
Well, my
And-
personal feelings is I'm not a big fan of it, but if it goes through referendum and the town votes it in, then fine.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stop it. I'm just one person. It's my opinion.
Right. No. But that was just my opinion, and I think that it's going to be one of those things that are just going to.
It's going to happen.
It's
Yep.
going to happen, whether we like it or we lump it. So there are a couple of comments that I want to go ahead and. Jennifer says the town would receive 3% of the sales, not the profit, in addition to the property taxes. Big revenue generator, but the town has to be a partner in a business like that.
Yeah.
There's a question here. Well, see, Victoria says, I think she's pretty much co-signing the same thing. 3% has ties. There are certain things you can spend it on, and it's limited.
Okay.
I'm aware of that.
Facebook user. I'm trying to find out who the Facebook user is. Let's see if I can. All right, here we go. Mr. Malin, what are your thoughts on the fact that there has not been a town committee established to oversee the water and sewer infrastructure project?
I'm disappointed because I asked that question about a month ago at a Board of Selectmen meeting and didn't get an answer. I will tell you, I believe, well, when I get in, there will be one established. You need to have that. If we had one, no matter who or what leadership changes hands, you're going to have a committee that knows what's going on.
That's
with this
Jamie, by the
project.
way, Jamie O'Neill.
Yeah,
Well,
okay. So, you got to have, I mean, we had one for the school field for some reason. We already had an ad hoc committee that,
Immediately when it was approved.
yeah. Immediately when it was approved and we had the, clerk of the works appointed and everything was moving along and you had the project getting, just about breaking dirt. We had to have a town building committee that basically sat there and watched it get done. It was really a waste of time.
Correct.
But for this, we don't have one.
Well, I think
Which is
because
really-
there's nothing to do anything with because they never got it. No money ever got approved yet.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think what happens now that there's bids coming in, you're right. You need to get a committee to
Right.
monitor
I think
this.
as soon as
Yeah.
we were that close to getting the grant, we need to form a committee.
Yeah.
We could have at least got the members, all set and ready to go as soon as we got the money, and then we start, going through the bid process and all that. But no, we haven't heard anything about any of this bid
Yeah.
I
process.
think it's important. I think that's.
I mean,
important.
there's rumors going around. Like Paul thinks he's heard something. I think I've heard something, and it's like, so what's
Yeah.
really happening?
Yeah.
And that needs to get out. People are interested to know what's getting out and how it's getting affected. When's it going to get done?
Right. And I think it's important to have that committee because then you could keep people in the town informed of what's going on.
Right.
Right. There are people that do pay attention.
Yeah.
And we're finding that out because in 2023, you can't run on the mantra of keep the people stupid. Right.
No.
Yeah. It used to be the way the politics were run.
Right.
Make people stupid, keep them in the dark, and you do what you have to do. And things got done. And he had a couple of people question, but now people have questioning attitudes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that helps the town. Right. And that kind of helps you as well.
Well, it helps me. It helps me. People asking questions, you got to keep me accountable. That's keeping the leadership
that's-
accountable when you're asking questions.
Correct.
There's a lot of questions going on with the Heritage River project. I've been told on Facebook that's a hot topic. I had a couple people call me on that, and what do I know about it? digging into it. We really haven't had a good public hearing on the latest of what's going on with that. For I think the last time they voted on it was P&Z 6 years ago, the original project. So that needs to, that needs to be happening. We need to get more information, fresh information out. Last I heard that they have not procured the funds yet to move forward with the project. So I got to find out about that and then let people know. The other thing is you were talking about promises, the website that was just created that, just takes you back.
It's really not a website.
It's not really a website thing. I've gotten a lot of complaints about the website and how we go through it. So I got to look into that and see what you can make it more user friendly for the website for the town.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Town of Griswold website?
Yes, Town of Griswold
Yeah,
website.
it's
Yes.
pretty.
Not the Griswold News and Notes. I don't want to get in an argument with Mike.
No, it's actually the town website is actually.
Canova and I just went ahead and solved our issues. I don't need your crap now, too.
No.
The town website it needs some help, because the other thing that people don't realize is a lot of people look at that website with a phone, and you have to make
Yeah.
it so you can see it with a phone.
Yeah.
Because right now it's set up to look at on a computer.
Yeah.
But they can change that to make it
Yeah.
more usable on the phone. So,
I think they're trying to do that with the app.
but the app doesn't do anything.
That's correct. I was
Yeah.
about to say, I have.
It just,
It doesn't-
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just
it
that
does
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do
Nothing
anything.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
you're right.
and I'm
Unless
not an
someone's actively using it.
Right. And I'm not an IT person, so I would, find somebody really good at it and fix it up.
See, now
Make it-
there
make it a
you go.
tool.
You don't have to be an IT person to be the
Right.
first selectman, right? You
Nope.
just don't have to. I mean,
Heck, I don't have all the answers. If I had all the answers, would I be running for first selectman? Heck, I'd be running for president.
well, it's happened.
Oh, wait a minute. They
before.
don't have to know all the answers either. So there you go. But no, so it's like, yeah, you get the specialists in there to figure it out. Tell them what you want.
You build a team around you
Correct.
that does those things. So,
And
and
that's,
that's
what
a good manager.
right. And that's what I have now.
Running
I
yourself.
have the best team around me right now, kicking my butt out the door and get out there and bang on doors. Malin. That's what I hear.
Yeah. So actually, what have
Mary
you
Beth.
what have you actually heard about Heritage?
Oh, I've got so many bosses. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
I got a Facebook manager and I got a campaign wife. That's what I told him. I said, I got a campaign wife. I got the big wife, and then I've got the Facebook manager. It's kind of like a wife too.
Yeah, they're working hard for you.
They are working hard for me.
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
also got a guy, that knows a lot about state statutes. It fills me in with stuff.
Yeah.
So I got a good campaign team that's been helping me out. This has not been a solo journey, that's for sure.
Scott Davis jumping in. Good morning, Scott. Says, in addition to the requirement of a building committee, there should also be a requirement for a clerk of the works for all projects in excess of a predetermined dollar limit. This person would help to ensure Griswold's interests and being protected.
So that would be picked after you get the meeting. I mean, the committee put together, and they would pick a clerk of the works. And he would
Sounds like
monitor-
Scott's volunteering.
Yeah. I didn't say that, Scott.
Congratulations, Scott Davis. You now have the job.
You are now the clerk of the
You're not in the room. You've got it.
You're the clerk of every work. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. But I don't want to miss any comments or that
That's
are
I'm here.
relevant.
I'm here to answer questions.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Did I answer your question, Scott?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You give me M&Ms, man. You got my vote.
I thought Heritage Village had come in like a month and a half ago. I didn't think. I thought they came in and redid their whole
Yeah.
plan again against the old zoning,
Yeah.
because they changed it from the original way back when.
Well, if you're interested, I've got the latest
What's
from
the
the town
latest?
planner.
What's the latest?
This is what I got.
Yeah.
He sent me a little copy here of. There is a senior living component, consists of 2 buildings. Building 1 is for independent and assisted living of 210 units. Building 2 is for memory care and Alzheimer's care, 36 units. So I think that's important to have. I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely.
my mother's in that situation right now. So then there are 2 plaza buildings. The first floor is to house retail, restaurants, bank, pharmacy, personal services. And the upper 2 floors to have residential uses, 56 units each. So that's 112 units total. There are 4 multifamily buildings with 40 apartments in each, 160 units. So for phase 1, total units was 518 units. For phase 2, or to call phase B, they call it, is a gated community with total of 50 units. I believe that's the 55 and over portion. So
This is
total units is 568 units. And I know there's a lot of I hope that clarifies a lot for people out there that have been hearing a lot of this and that and all like that. But it looks like we're going to get some commercial in the two plaza buildings with some probably apartments above. And then then you've got some 55 and over units, and you've got assisted living.
What's the YMCA is going in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the YMCA really doesn't do anything for us.
Well, the YMCA,
as far as a town revenue source.
Well, it's still going to pay us taxes, but it's still going to be, allow us to use their facilities, which we don't have today.
It brings people in, other people from out
Yeah.
into our town to use.
Yeah.
things
So
we
it's,
have here.
it's
I'll tell you the other thing that I like to see, and it's going to be farther down the road, is and probably have to look into the grants for this, but I went up to Plainfield next to the town hall there, and the project that he's got going on up there with the playground and a little walking park and stuff like that around that. We need something like that. We don't have anything like that for the kids to go play swings or, basketball court, a safe area where the kids can go and the family can go and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, he did it with grants.
Yep, he did it with grants.
Let's see here. Stan wants to know where will this be located, and it's up on 164, correct?
Correct. 164.
164.
And after we
How far down? How far down? I think maybe that's
it's all the way down. I think right about the water tower is supposed to be just short of River Ridge, right?
Yep.
So it's supposed to go all the way down there. And you got to understand, I got a print of the layout, and that parcel of land for all this is only a small portion of what's out there.
Yeah.
It's not a huge portion. There's still plenty of land out there that we can utilize for other business, nice restaurants, maybe a nice shopping, grocery store or whatever.
The other thing I heard, and I don't know if you heard this or not, but there's complaints about the possibility of the land, the old Stott property, that somebody's looking at somebody from Catholic Charity wants to put in like homes. Did you hear about that?
I heard about that.
There was an article that was sent to
Yeah.
me, sent to my crew about that, and that we have to look into that. We're not, we're not going to.
I mean, because I think where they tried to put it in, I think they knocked it out. I mean, they didn't want any part of it at all.
I mean, we have to meet a certain percentage of affordable housing in town.
I mean, yeah, because that would
you
kill
have
us.
to do that, and I think we're like 7.5%, something like that. Last figures I heard, so we're not far away. And after if we do this Heritage River project, we might be right about there. If we don't meet the percentage, there's an impact from getting monies from the state and things like that. And it's how it works.
Yeah.
If you don't meet the certain state requirements, then they're going to hold some money from you.
Yeah, because that's a
So
scary
that's
one.
a game that you play, and that's a game I have to get used to playing as a politician. So that's part of it. But we have to watch out what kind of element we're bringing in, and be responsible.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. And guys, hold on. We have some more comments and questions that are up on the board. And we will come back and address those with our Republican candidate, Wayne Malin. Are we going to do that right now? No, it looks like we're going to crap. Hold on a minute. This whole system sometimes is.
Who's running this thing?
I have no idea. There we go. All right, there we go. We'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN.
Shokan is running it.
And we're back. Good morning. Welcome back to the show. We hope everyone will go ahead and certainly patronize our sponsors that are supporting us here, and also with our sports programming, like Strain Family Motors. You're familiar with the guy?
I met him a couple times.
Yeah, a little bit, huh? I
Honestly though, I have, besides him being one of my best friends,
Yeah.
I have used Strain Family Motors for repairs.
Yep.
On my son's car before he went away to college in Ohio, and they did a great job, a reasonable price. Listen, people that go in that are they go into local businesses because you know the guy doesn't mean that you can expect discounts, because those people are in
Sure.
business to make money too. And it's harder for
Oh, you mean they don't expect a discount? What?
it's harder for small businesses to make it
Yeah.
in this world, because corporations run everything, because they buy things en masse and then they sell them at a better price. But you get what you pay for.
There is a rumor that on social media there's a picture of you and Patrick laying in bed together.
I cannot confirm or deny this. With a princess blanket?
Something.
Maybe. I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny.
It's kind of
this.
funny, actually. It was a while ago.
Yeah, it was on my 50th birthday trip in Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
I was taking a nap, and
He was too.
he decided when he came to get me to rouse me from my nap, he decided to crawl in. So he was out there.
Kathy says that there's a talking about like this housing project and everything, or what's going up on 164 is sounds like a potential strain on first responders.
Thank you, Kathy. I know why, because her husband's part of the public safety, and we talked about that. And yes, any kind of expansion of anything in the town is going to be a strain on the first responders, and we'd have to look at that and see how we'd have to. And I will be intimately having discussions with Mr. Waslick about that and how we can improve that area.
You realize, that if you win the first selectman job, you're going to be all over TMZ now, right?
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, they'll be all over your butt, man. I'm telling you, they're vicious. You think I'm bad?
That's why I don't follow social media.
Tracy Jenks. Good morning, Tracy. The concern is with the developer and motives behind the project. I think she's talking to the Catholic Charities.
Yep.
And she goes, it appears as if there's a tie to relocating migrants?
Yes.
Question mark.
That's what was part of the article, correct? So
Correct.
this just came to my attention yesterday. So, if I get in, we're going to have to do some digging, see what's really going on with this, see what these people are really affiliated with, and I saw some of their comments, and how they were trying to make it it's really, they're getting billions from the government to do this, from what I read in the article. And it's like, I know people have to have a place to live, but it's like they're putting them all over the country. It's like, we're not fixing the problem. We're moving the problem all around the country.
Band-Aid on a bullet hole.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what town refused it, because they were in another town. Another town rejected it, because that's why they come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd have to, I will guarantee you that will not happen here. Even if they try to hold a bag of money from me, we got to watch what we're putting in our town.
Let's see. Let's go back to another comment here from Stan. Have you ever thought about expanding the electric company to benefit parts of the town with more affordable electricity? I would think that would be more of a borough question.
I think I've heard discussions about this before. I think the borough looked into that before, and now you run into an Eversource issue.
Okay.
Paul probably knows more about it than I
Service
do.
territory is down at Griswold, so they'd have to get that. However,
the school, which is actually in the town of Griswold, is serviced by JCDPU, is it not?
Yeah, it is. I just read that up in Maine, they're actually trying to force out the corporate-owned utility company in a town in Maine. So somebody's attempting to do that. I don't know who it is, but there's a service territory. I mean, can Jewett City Electric actually grow to take care of a bigger surrounding area? Keep in mind, they only got like 2 trucks.
Right, but they could buy a third and a fourth, and depending on if they do expand.
If they do expand, they got to have the ability to expand. They got to be able to put out the electric power and stuff like that.
Plus,
so
it probably would be a complicated thing, because you got to go through CMAQ, and then Pure would get involved. So We all know how that is.
Although that's a good idea, it's not. So I got 2 years to turn things around, and my priorities is right
You ain't gonna
now.
do it in 2 years.
No infrastructure.
You're gonna need 6, 7 terms, Wayne.
Yeah, I'm six. I just turned 65.
Well,
so now you got me doing 6, 7 terms. What do you think I'm going to be like?
he's 80 and he's still on commission.
Yeah, he's walking around with a cane now. What do you do to him, Mike? So anyway, so I got 3 or 4 priorities: infrastructure, business, trying to figure out the how to get money from the state for grants so we can utilize that. Build teamwork. Get the borough and the town working together.
Yeah.
And keeping each other informed. My other challenge is communications. Younger generation uses social media and comfortable with it. The older generation is, how do I get the word out to them?
We have a clash of generations, right?
Yeah. So, and I've gotten some feedback, and how do they know what's going on in the town? A newsletter, or something like that. That's going to cost money. So.
I think that's kind of passe, actually.
Yeah.
Having a print newsletter, I don't think that's going to really gain any traction personally.
Yep.
I don't know if I would stand behind something like that. A print newsletter, would you?
Too old.
Yeah, I think the amount of people that would want that is very, very small percentage.
Yeah.
I mean, I see people all the time posting on town social media says, "Well, I didn't know about that." I don't. Look, you're posting about what's that boom and where does this wind come from? You think you could take 5 seconds to figure out what's happening in the town? Now, part of that is there hasn't been a lot in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
There has not been any communication unless it's out for the last 3 months, maybe.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, for some reason, weird.
Yeah.
We're getting into.
Well, we had the loss of power downtown Jewett City a little while back, right? And the only communication came out was from the borough,
right?
Not
but
from the town.
My point to hold that is there are people out there that say that they didn't know and they didn't see this, but they're just too lazy to go out and get the information themselves. Part of it is you have a personal responsibility. If you're tired of paying taxes, then go vote. If you're tired of raising taxes, go vote. If you're tired of this or that, or having not paved roads, whatever it is that you're complaining about on social media about the town, put your phone down, go to the town hall tomorrow between 6 and 8 p.m.
The high school,
sorry, between 6 and 8 p.m. and put your vote in. Every vote counts. You had a selectman win by 1 vote once.
And if you have questions, all of us are going to be there. All 3 candidates are going to be there. Ask questions and get information. So
we have a history in this town of people not voting. We have Jennifer's listening right now. She could probably tell me the exact number of registered voters we have. It's every time we have a vote, I purposely pay attention to the number of people that vote. It is not proportionate to the number of people that complain.
I think what's important also is for people to analyze each candidate.
Absolutely.
And make a decision based on what they think that individual can do. And don't just look at a party, red, blue, green, orange, whatever. So I think that's the important thing about this election.
People don't vote with their brains. They vote with their eyes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah.
Feelings. They vote with feelings instead of facts.
Right.
Getting back to the Jewett City Department of Public Utilities. And again, I think these are more borough questions.
Thank you, Jen.
Shouldn't you have domain in your own town as far as JCDPU over, say, Eversource? I think that gets into Pura, doesn't it? That would be a Pura issue.
Oh, it'd be a nightmare.
Where the territories start and where they end.
I don't have a good answer to that. I'm not really up to what the legalities are for that.
I don't think anybody really does.
So all I know is I am not a big fan of overreaching into other people's territories and stuff. I could try to understand, ask questions about, can we expand, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as that question, sorry.
That's right.
Don't have a good answer.
Jennifer says we have 8,194 voters on the official list I printed yesterday. Jen, thank you for volunteering for your services.
Hopefully paid soon, sir.
Hopefully paid soon. I know I think they printed 2,500 ballots.
Really?
Yeah. So that's what, a little more than 20%.
I think they're going
about
by
25%.
by the historical numbers. I think it's been between 2,300, 2,500, somewhere around there.
I don't know. I don't know if it's even quite that high. I mean, it's higher during a presidential year.
Probably with
and this
state
is-
and state too. This is all
Yeah.
municipality right now. So,
I don't think the numbers are going to be that high.
16 to 1800.
I tell you, Paul, that's an insult to me. I'm telling you. I went around banging on a lot of doors. I expect to see a lot of people out there. I
Damn it!
expect to see 4,000 people out there now. But I'm hoping.
You know what?
I'm
that
hoping
would be nice if we had a 50%
yeah.
turnout. It'd be amazing.
I'm hoping to see somewhere at least over 2,000. I'm hoping that if I did my job and got out to talk to a lot of people, I know Tina was out there also, that we get people out there and voting, and also with a lot of the hot topics that's going on, people getting more interested in what's going on in the town. I'm hoping we see a big turnout tomorrow.
Jennifer says, to compare, in the 2021 election, we had 1,885 votes cast. That included 133 absentee ballots. In that election, there were also 8,267 registered voters. So the registered the voter list has gone down.
Yes.
Over that. But should we not, Jennifer, compare it more to 2019 instead of 2021? Because 2021 being a presidential year and a state year.
Well, I think she on one of your shows predicted 2,500
this year. I think what she said was, and she'll be able to answer this, is that they went ahead and they printed 2,500 ballots.
Okay.
So I think if we see 1,800, I think that's just my opinion.
Well, it's supposed to be decent weather. I'm hoping to see over 2,000. How's that?
Right, Jennifer. So what I'm asking you is, what was 2019 instead of 2021?
Sorry, while we wait for that, let's
Sing a song?
let's plug. No, let's not sing any songs. Let's definitely plug some of our Griswold High School athletic teams.
Yeah.
Today, participating with volleyball, plays in the first round of the states today against Daniel Hand. 6:00 at the gym. Wear a jersey and support your team. The student section
Is it going to be streamed?
I cannot answer that. Are you doing it?
I have not been.
Probably not.
I have not been approached.
No. So there is a game 6:00 against Daniel Hand, first round of the state girls volleyball tournament, and also our cross country team is running in the CIAC state championships today. We have a couple of our young people are outstanding runners, and they have a very good shot of taking home some hardware. So good luck to them.
It's good.
Good luck to our girls tonight. And we'd be remiss right now if we did not talk about what happened in Stonington on Friday night.
Wow.
I'm still tired from that.
Come back.
Oh, the comeback for the ages for Griswold football, Griswold Wheeler football.
I'll tell you, good teams find a way to win.
That's correct.
And this year, I mean, I knew this year, we both, because we talked about it a little bit, that it was going to be a good year for Wolverine football. But I didn't think it was going to be this good.
That's very good. Best season that we've had since I've lived here.
And you had said that was the best game.
Absolutely, 100%. Biggest win for the Griswold High School football program in at least 10 years, because that's when I moved here.
Yeah. Amazing game. I mean, we were right there. I mean, myself and Logan Rourke, Logan on the lens.
Coach Wilcox actually smiled.
Figure a dentist actually smiling. Look at that. Okay. Important question for Wayne. What is your stance on decorating for Christmas before Thanksgiving?
So I'll tell you what, I'm totally against putting up Christmas stuff before Halloween's over. That's can't be doing that. But
Mr. Thibodeau did a wonderful job at the gazebo, as he does every year.
Oh yeah,
He did amazing. Yeah,
so
I'm all about that. Man.
So I will tell you, people can do whatever they want in their yards. If they want to start decorating for Christmas, great. My wife is already on me about hanging stuff on the windows already. So it's a losing battle for me. So yeah, do what you want to do, but don't be throwing up Christmas trees before Halloween, please.
Hey, listen.
Hey.
If Tiffany can have a birthday month, then Jesus can have 2 months.
There you go.
Well,
Tiffany?
I don't think the town really
Generic.
doesn't.
I thought you meant like the
So
singer.
generic. I
think
could
so,
have said Karen, but that's too. That's so
It's
2021.
Karen.
Yeah, but the town doesn't really put them
Becky-
up until
Becky, it's my
just
birthday
before
month.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't
No,
think
that's
the
when
town.
you usually have your Thanksgiving / Christmas parades or
We're just
whatever
gonna
to
do a
start all that
blow-off
stuff,
show.
right?
Yeah.
We start having your Christmas parties and after Thanksgiving's over, and
They're not paying attention to
Well,
us.
no, they're not.
We're having our little
It's
chat
okay.
over
Yeah.
here. I am so sick of
I'm-
election season.
I'm just the
I'm
candidate
done.
running for first selectman.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to me.
And we're concentrating on the freaking question that was asked, and these two were talking something else.
Where's the chicken at?
It's Shokan.
Making an appearance.
It is senior night, Thursday
Yes.
night
Listen,
for football.
If they win out, which we play Montville Thursday, and then we have our annual Turkey Bowl against Plainfield. We win out.
You're gonna be doing.
I'll be doing the Plainfield game with you on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah.
If the Griswold wins out, we will go to states.
Nice.
That is huge.
Nice.
Right now, they're number 6 in the state in
Wow.
Class S.
Wow.
First place in or ACC Division 2, I believe.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm just like I'd like to play Wyndham again, but we won't because they're Class F.
I know.
Oh, SS.
SS.
SS. Yeah.
But yeah, celebrating our seniors Thursday night, 6:30 at the athletic complex.
Yeah, the game, by the way, is this Thursday night. It is not Friday night.
Yes.
A lot of people are confused. I was myself. I even thought it was in Montville at first. To be honest with you, I got a hold of Tim Dilwig, who is the athletic director in Montville, and I said, "Yeah, can we have some of the booth on Thursday night?" I said, "Sure." Why? I said to do the game. He goes, "The game's in Griswold." I said, "Oh." I said, "I can't even claim weekend drinking on this one."
So if anybody's got their tumblers out, you're going to see that it says it's Friday. They moved it to Thursday.
Yeah, show them the tumbler on the camera here. There you go.
We can't take.
And
we
I
can't
did
take
not
whiskey
get a
lightly.
discount on this tumbler. Just so you
Plus it's
know.
not.
But it does keep your coffee warm. I'll
Business
tell you
is
that.
business.
Yes, it is. So yes, this Thursday night. Also, what is Friday? Actually, the real holidays on Saturday, but they're
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
Yes.
So get out, and if you know a veteran, shake his hand, thank him for his service.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm one of them, but I know a lot of people forget about that, but that's a big deal. And then
Absolutely.
I'm glad Scott brought up all the school stuff that's going on because there's a lot of good things happening at the school,
Heck yeah.
athletically and
Academically.
academic.
Yeah. Kids are doing great, man.
Sarah Confer says, "Best GHS football game I have watched in the 13 years we have been watching Griswold football." Says, "Thanks for streaming, Mike." Well, thank our sponsors. They're the ones that say, "Mike, you got to leave home. You got to go to the game." That's how it is. So. But yeah. Thank all our sponsors. For for the reason for that. I love doing it. I love doing it. It's fun.
Yep.
Jennifer, I don't have the numbers with me about 2019, but according to the election system, there were 1,854 votes cast in the first selectman race. That was 1082 for Todd and 772 for Dana, and that was 2019. So, I'm still going to go on the 1,800. And plus, we have a declining voter registry too. So,
Come on, people, get out there and vote. I want over 2,000.
Yes.
Please.
Speaking of Veterans Day,
Yes.
it's a lot of we lost a lot of good Americans that fought for your right to go vote. You owe it to them.
And from Connecticut.
Everybody's vote does count, no matter what. Your
That's
vote
right.
does count, and you should go out and be informed. Make it informed, like Paul said. Make an informed vote. But it's it's the fabric of our society. We're lucky that we live in a country where our vote does count.
That's correct. And if I've done my job in the last 3 months, then you'll vote for me. If I haven't, you'll vote for Tina. And I will guarantee you this: we will work together to make the town better.
and I think that's the biggest plus that we've seen here in a long time is that you're going to have a unified board of selectmen. Where honestly, I don't think we have that now. It's definitely not unified right now.
Oh, we really don't have a unified
And
town
I'm
right
speaking
now.
as a resident. I'm not.
Do we have a
speaking as
unified town right now? No, no, we
No,
got the-
there's been a lot of division that's been caused by it.
I don't have a unified RTC right now. That's
Exactly.
And Kathy
That's split in
and
half.
Kathy is the new chair. She's doing a magnificent job. I don't know how she's doing it.
I got booted out for some reason. But she let me back in.
Yeah, so it's
I'm running for dog catcher.
all the
Nobody knew that.
and all the things she does. Now she's the new chair. She's running for Board of Ed. She's also a Burgess in the borough. She's a mom. She also has a job, and
She does helps with the talk show here.
she helps with the talk show, and she's also married to Rich. That's the biggest hurdle I
Holy
see.
crap! Why, Kathy? Why?
Poor Rich is not here to do
But anyway.
himself.
No, Rich is a great guy, and anyway, I've got a great team behind me. They've been very supportive. Made a lot of friends. I left a lot of friends a few weeks ago when I retired. Now I got a whole troop of them. So it's been great. It's been a great experience, and I've met a lot of people. I've had a lot of positive feedback, and when I win, because I keep saying if I win, I get coached all the time. When I win, I'm going to do the best I can for the town, make it move forward.
Facebook user says, okay, serious comment this time. I want to thank Wayne for holding a civil and respectful campaign season with Tina. It's been very refreshing and comforting to know you both will work well together.
Thank you very much.
And Jamie O'Neill Eaton. What says Kathy has done a great job as the new RTC chair and will do great things on the Board of Ed as she is running for Board of Ed as well.
Agreed.
Yes.
Taking my vacant spot.
God.
We're not going to get into that, Scott, are we?
You're not going to get into that.
And we're sorry to see Scott go, I'll tell you the truth.
And Kathy's also making breakfast today. No?
No. I'm ready for breakfast anytime.
Jennifer says, I'm looking forward to an administration that will make the town hall an inviting place for businesses, residents, employees, and elected officials.
That's one of my goals. That's correct. Teamwork. Build trust and teamwork.
Jamie says, but I'll miss you, Scott.
It's my BOE wife. You have a campaign wife. I have a BOE wife.
Yeah.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah.
Mercy.
Yes. Listen, I will miss the Board of Ed. It was an honor to serve. The year that I served, I took over for Shannon Webster when she resigned. And it's been a great year working with Sean McKenna and your wife, Mary Beth. Has been fantastic. Getting to know these people. Stu Norman. Of course, I knew Jamie going in. Just everyone's been great, and it's been a great time. And we did some great things for our students at Griswold Public Schools. We're continuing to do great things. If you go to the meetings and you see how the improvement, you had peaks and valleys. You had the pre-COVID numbers were good. Then COVID, everything took a nosedive, and now the numbers are soaring.
Yep.
Kids are more than a test score. And I hate when people bring up, well, the test scores are the lowest they've been, and they like to compare us to other districts' test scores. Our children are more than a test score. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to be part of the BOE, because I feel that no kid should be labeled because of a stupid test score. Because some kids just don't take tests right.
Yep.
And I feel like we have a great school system
I
here.
agree. Yeah.
And listen, you're never going to make everyone happy. I get it. There's always one-offs. But on the whole, from the top down, we have a fantastic school system that cares about our kids, that cares about their education. And that's why I was in the Board of Ed. And whoever takes over for me, and hopefully it's Kathy, is going to do a fantastic job and continue to do a great job with the Board of Ed, and I'm going to miss it.
Thank you, Scott. And we hope to see you back, if not in the same role, in another role in the future.
There's plenty of commissions that have openings.
Yes, I have, Paul. You know a lot of things I do. I would love to help, but I'm juggling chainsaws.
Oh,
right now. I just took a
That's
job.
okay.
Well, I just took a job coaching a high school coach for the spring, so
That's pretty tough.
yeah. Well, it's important. You're supporting youth football.
Something I
You're
wanted to
supporting
do.
all that
yeah.
sports with the kids and stuff. That's also important. Very
Yes.
Yeah,
important.
congratulations on your job at Fitch.
Thank you.
Yep.
Boys lacrosse coach.
Yeah.
Fitch.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
And we
Yeah, I
need
love
more
to
of that. We need more volunteers out there to be able to do something like that.
Right. I wish it was at Griswold, but
Yep.
the interest still across at Griswold,
Right.
not at an all-time high. So if they ever did, I would be first in line to be that coach. But
Daryl Nadu from the Healthy Computer. School Street, Jewett City, next to the
Dog track.
dog track.
Dog groomer.
The dog track.
I thought it was next,
Here comes Ike.
I thought it was next to
The dog
Michael's
groomer.
favorite spot.
Sheesh.
Daryl says, I learned you don't mess with Jennifer Lynn. Oh, God.
So I will say this: when I win, I hope they go into the town hall and have great relationships with everybody in the town hall. You know, you won't have to worry about me poking around where I'm not needed.
So, because that ain't happened. Tell us,
Keep it clean, Mike.
hey, look, I'm a resident, you know, I mean, and I'm through. I'm through. You know, I've taken my share of jabs and stuff. So it's time to jab back. So we'll wait. We'll wait on that.
Okay. Like it.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Oh, yeah. It's coming.
All right.
It is coming.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah,
awfully.
I've had some jabs thrown at me,
I'm here for it.
you know, some passive aggressive bullshit. And I got enough.
Gloves are coming off
Let's
soon.
go. I'm here.
Oh, they're off. I'm just kind of waiting. I'm waiting for the rope-a-dope. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
So I don't know, maybe Wednesday.
Yeah. Well,
I can't do it Wednesday.
I'll
Won't.
tell you what. I'll tell you what. Personally, this has been a long haul. You know, a lot of us are tired. I'm sure the Democrats are tired. We're all looking forward to this thing tomorrow. A lot of people put a lot of effort into this, and we really want to see a big effort, a big turnout tomorrow for the vote.
Yeah. Good luck.
And remember,
yeah.
there is freedom of speech. I think somebody put that in one of their campaign videos. Remember that.
Yeah, I feel like whatever the outcome between you and Tina tomorrow, Griswold is going to be in very good hands, no matter what. But I wish you the best of luck, and I just want people to show up to the ballots.
Yep. Thanks, Scott.
Wayne, I want you to look into the camera. Just you. And I'm going to actually take us off camera, and I want you to go ahead and tell the town of Griswold you don't have a time frame. You can start and stop whenever you want to. Why do we vote for Wayne Malin for first selectman of Griswold?
Okay. Thanks, Mike. All right. You need to vote for Wayne Malin because I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to let the town know what's going on, whether it's good news, bad news. We're going to move the infrastructure forward. We're going to work very hard and try to work with the property owners, see what we can do to get business brought in. We're going to contact business. I'm going to try and bring experts in that know how to market, know how to work with grants and get money from the state that we can get. Get the revenue and the tax revenue base growing. And so we can get ahead of the road issues. I talked to the road crew Saturday. The town garage this weekend while I was there, and there's a lot of issues, and they need some help, and all this is going to cost money. So we got to get the revenue up. The only way to do that is Paul's favorite thing to talk about is economic development. And in order to get through that, we got to be very aggressive. So I expect to spend most of my time going after that and making the town hall a lot more welcoming for business, welcoming for the residents. And I expect to be out and about in the town. If you don't see me, then, give me a call, say, where the heck are you? I want to talk to you. And I'll come around and talk to you. And maybe not necessarily in the office, but maybe one of the diners in town, or down at the park in the gazebo, wherever you're comfortable talking. Be glad to do it. And I think that's the biggest thing we've missed in the last 2 years is communication, where we're at, and moving forward. That's it.
That's it. All right. Well,
there you go. We'll end it with the chicken.
I'm sorry I had to do that.
Oh, can I say one more thing, Mike, before we go on?
Of course.
And all you have to do is fill in a bubble. Row B.
Row B.
Yep.
All right, Wayne, thank you very much
Yep,
for
thank
coming
you.
on in. Oh,
Now,
Paul?
I mean, just say one more thing. I don't think what people realize that working at a nuclear plant, that supervising at a nuclear plant is a lot more tougher than supervising at another job. You have so many restrictions related to anything related to nuclear energy that you've got to make sure that your act's together. It's a pretty stressful job. And I'm not sure a lot of people realize what the differences are working at a millstone versus working at a normal factory. There's a lot more extra procedures that you have to go
Procedures, oversight. You've got
Absolutely.
the NRC watching you. You've got INPO, which is a oversight that watches us.
Yep.
And like Paul said, we've got procedures upon rules. Safety's first. It's always been first there. And then you got, the quality of the work that goes into keeping those plants running, especially on safety systems.
Right.
Because the most important thing is to protect the public. That's our main focus, protecting the public, and we have to communicate well together to make that work. So
Isn't that a first selectman's job too?
Yeah, communicate.
Well, that's why I wanted people to be aware of that. Being a supervisor is not the same as being a supervisor at a normal factory. That a millstone specifically is a little bit different structure.
Right. All right, Wayne,
Thanks,
thank you
Paul.
very
Thanks
much
for that.
Scott, thanks for coming on by.
Griswold High School football rules.
Whatever. We'll see you. We'll see you Thursday night for Griswold High School football, 6:30 against Montville. It is senior night. Come out in droves, everybody, and don't forget tomorrow is election day.
Yeah,
it's election day.
Be there.
Be there. Be square, and we will see you then. Have a good day, everyone.
I've got a pocket full of money, baby.